Your phone battery isn't holding charge like it used to, which means it might be time for a new one. It's easier than you may think. Stick around because today I'm going to show you how to replace the battery in your iPhone 6 Plus. Hi, I'm Gwendolyn, and for this repair you're going to need a pentalobe screwdriver, an ice clack, a spudger or plastic opening tools, tweezers, a Phillips 00 screwdriver, and in the event that something goes wrong with the battery adhesive, you may need the help of an eye opener and some plastic cards for prying. I already have the majority of the tools I need in my Tech Toolkit, so I'm ready to get started. And I also have my magnetic mat. It helps keep screws organized so I never do a repair without it. When you do your repair, be sure to follow the step-by-step guide on iFixit.com. Not only does it walk you through the complete repair, but you can also see comments and notes from other users who have followed it, which is really cool and very helpful. So every time you do a repair, you want to make sure your device is completely off. And once you do that, you can start by removing the 2 pentalobe screws at the bottom of the phone. With those screws out, now we're ready to open our phone. To do that, I'm going to use this tool called the ice clack. The ice clack pries your phone open just enough, making sure it won't damage any cables inside your iPhone. If you don't have an ice clack, you can use a combination of a small suction cup or your spudger and opening tools to pry the phone open. Just be extremely careful not to damage any cables inside your phone. Using the ice clack is super simple. Just position the suction cups right over the home button and open the handles. Once the suction cups are fully engaged, just press the handles together and you'll have an open phone. We're going to disconnect the battery before we move on to the rest of the repair. And to do that, we're going to remove the 2 screws holding the bracket that's holding the cable in place, and then use the flat end of our spudger to disconnect it. Just be careful to only disconnect the cable and not the socket on the logic board. Keep in mind the display assembly is still connected to the logic board. To get it completely off, we're going to need to disconnect all the cables. And before we get to those, we're going to have to remove a cable bracket which is screwed in place by 5 Phillips screws. And there are all those cables. To disconnect them, I'm just going to use the flat end of my spudger. Next, we need to remove the 3 adhesive strips that hold the battery in place. The adhesive strip has a tab that can be lifted by using some tweezers. Once you've lifted the tab successfully, carefully pull the right tab straight up, making sure to keep it flat and not twisted. Slowly work your way around the battery, keeping the tab as flat as possible. With that one done, pull the left tab up and around the corner of the battery. And finally, work on the last remaining tab in the middle. Instead of pulling it to either side of the battery, just pull it straight back, but be careful the components at the bottom of the phone don't rip the tab. Now that the adhesive strips have been removed, the battery will lift right out of the phone. If your tabs break and you're unable to retrieve them with blunt tweezers, we recommend the heat and scrape option outlined in the step-by-step guide. For reassembly, we recommend you follow the step-by-step guide on iFixit.com in reverse. And if you're in the mood to see the reassembly on video, check out the iPhone 6 Plus reassembly video on our channel. You can find all the parts and tools you need for this and many other repairs at iFixit.com, and let us know how it goes. You can find me on Twitter at Gwendolyn Gay and follow iFixit at iFixit. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all our latest teardowns and repair videos, and you can give us a like on Facebook at facebook.com/iFixit.